I
just
think
saying it, it sounds
exactly.
crazy.
I think don't be so hard on yourself because what I say about this is expect the unexpected.
Get radio breakfast with Rich Smith.
I'm really looking forward to catching up with Sofia Lykou now, who's the events coordinator for Oxford Contemporary Music. Now, I have to say, I always enjoy our chats with Oxford Contemporary Music. That is my other hat. When I've not got my Get Radio hat on and doing all this kind of stuff, my other hat is loving contemporary music. So good morning, Sofia. Great to have you on the show.
Good morning, Rich. Thank you so much for having me. And we're always excited. Whoever comes on, we're always excited to chat with you.
Oh,
So thank
brilliant
you
stuff.
for having the platform for us, really.
It's all good. It's all good. I absolutely love it. That's why we're here. That is exactly why we're here. Now, we're here this morning to talk about, well, it's always great hearing about sold out events that have got capacity, that are sold out and done, because in events and what have you, we've seen and whatnot, it's tough. It's tough out there. It's tough to get people to come out. It's tough to get people to spend money. It's tough to get people into places. So a fantastic event that's already sold out and actually is in such a beautiful location as well. Tell us more.
That's the thing. So for this one, we partner up with the Oxford University Natural History Museum.
Oh.
And to be honest, yeah, I think this one sold itself. Like our marketing team didn't have to do too much because we have the vocal ensemble HOWL and best-selling and award-winning author Robert Macfarlane, who will present their thought-provoking EP Night Creatures.
Wow.
And yeah, and it's in partnership with the museum, so the visitors will have a chance to handle some night creatures, animals as well, insects. And yeah, it's gonna be one night to remember for sure.
No,
And
that is.
in order to avoid disappointment, we for future events we are preparing already a program for 2025. So I would love to invite your lovely audience to sign up on our mailing list. If you go to our website ocmevents.org, you can sign up to our mailing list over there and to get the newsletter, and follow us on Instagram at OCM Events. So you can get first-hand the information and then avoid disappointment to miss, a place like the Natural History Museum in the night.
Exactly that, and every time we kind of have conversations and what have you, I always go onto the website and just like have a little flick through and see what events you've got coming up, and it's always a full program, but there's always things on there that blow my mind, and there's always stuff that I kind of look at and go, wow, how do you sit down and how do you think about that? One such event is happening at the end of the month, which I'm gonna loosely describe, and you'll correct me if I'm wrong. Is a combination of between kind of music and illusion, as in you don't know where the sound is coming from or what the sound is coming from. I mean, even just saying it sounds crazy.
Exactly. I think don't be so hard on yourself because what I say about this is expect the unexpected. So it's very hard to put it into words. And if you have been in Oxford long enough, you or your audience, your listeners, you might have caught internationally acclaimed sound artist Ray Lee's pieces, such as Congregation and Ring Out. And really, this artist is so incredible that every show is completely different, yet it gives you something else, a different kind of experience. And I think you use the right expression there. This show will blow people's mind. This is how I think it. I went for a quick studio visit over the summer, and I got a little glimpse of what's to come, and yeah, it's super exciting.
It's brilliant because this is where my interest in all of this comes from. And you know, even if you can't sort of see us on Zoom or what have you, but you can hear us through the radio. You can hear the smile on my face. You can hear the interest and what have you. and it's always like for example, you know, I'm looking at, we just played Hosier, Too Sweet. There you go. It's a beautiful song, a beautiful voice, beautiful instruments. You know where that's coming from, but it's always kind of deep diving. Let's see how far down the rabbit hole that we can go, how far we can push sound, and how far we can kind of create these things that I'm always thinking, going, how did you make that? The music I kind of listen to away from this, I'm like, they're going, how on earth do you come up with that? How on earth where do you get your ideas from? Where are you sat? Where are you going? And where are you going with this? And I think on Wednesday, the 30th of October, we're going to see that literally play out in front of us.
Absolutely. Yes, this show is formed by 10 sonic experiments in which the artist would like to invite the audience to experience a space between knowing and not knowing, what is real and what is an illusion. I'm not making it easier for you, I know. But
it's good.
This is what I can say, and I can push it even more and say it's somewhere between a philosophical lecture, a Victorian illusion, and a performance of electronic music. You tell me. Well, what do you think you're gonna see? Because
do you know what? I don't know, and I like the fact of not knowing but where my mind is going. And this, I don't know if you've seen this film. It's The Prestige, okay, which is all about Victorian magic and kind of like one-upmanship and all this kind of stuff.
3 times I watched it in the cinema, I have to say.
There we go. We found common ground there, everyone.
Yeah.
But that's where my mind is going with this. It is about that kind of seeing things for the first time and that kind of blurred lines between illusion and real and fact and fiction and all this kind of stuff. And actually, ultimately, just being sat there as an audience and being entertained because of that. Because that's exactly why why we go to these things and why we enjoy all of these things, is to sit there and kind of go, wow, that's tapped into something that I didn't know that I needed, or kind of I've sat here and I've been entertained.
Absolutely. And I feel like a lot with music right now, and I don't want to sound like an older lady that has given up in everything and everything new is terrible, but so much about music, not just these days, like in general, is what you're going to listen to. You listen to a song and you're like, where this is going. The chords, the lyrics, like there's a lot about that. And there's no provoking anymore. There's no thought coming into it, or later or before, so we always like to work with artists that like to explore this and push these boundaries and just take you by the hand and invite you to go to a new place that you've never been before. And I feel like don't get me wrong, I love these songs as well, that I know exactly what's going to happen because they remind me of this moment or this. You always make associations with songs and all this. But it's also important to have this part that you don't know what's going to happen and you just want to keep listening more and keep exploring more.
That's it, absolutely. Well, where can people find out a little bit more about the event at the end of the month and pick up some tickets there?
So 30th of November, just before Halloween, so not on Halloween, so it's perfect. You can go on our website, ocmevents.org, and you can find links to the tickets there. And I need to shout out to If Festival because it's part of this, the Oxford Science and Ideas Festival. And we're very happy every year to do something with them. And you can actually, this is about to get sold out as well.
Wow.
So go fast on our website while there's still time and avoid disappointment to hear this magic and this illusion that we're talking about,
Brilliant stuff. Well, I mean, I'm literally, I'm sold. It sounds unbelievable and brilliant. Just a little heads up, 30th of October, everyone as well, just to make sure you get down there for that. Sophia, it's been absolutely brilliant.
And I have to say, sorry, it's at the historical HOWL Music Room as well, which is
nice. Yeah.
Quite an incredible thing. One of the oldest music halls in Europe that were designed for this kind, for the incredible acoustics and atmosphere. So it's gonna be one to remember for sure. So I look forward to sharing it with everyone that's gonna come on the night.
Brilliant stuff. It's been really great catching up with you. And as I say, I always love my conversations with the contemporary music that Oxford has to offer, and it is absolutely brilliant. Thanks so much for joining us, Sophia.
Thank you for having us, Rich. Have a lovely morning.
You too. Brilliant stuff. Yeah, get yourself down to that. It looks absolutely nuts. Just search for the Oxford Contemporary Music and pop on the website and grab tickets there, of course.